now we have the speaker. We have Tina Rosario. She's a founder from Women in Big Data. And I would like to request Tina to speak on the roles and challenges that women in big data are facing.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much. And I'm so happy to be here today. So yes, I have the opportunity to work with a Women in Big Data program across the globe. I'm also in my day job, the Chief Data Officer for SAP, a large technology company. And so I was asked today to talk about what does data mean? What do I see in terms of my experience with data out there in the field? And I have I get to work with quite a lot of C-level executives across companies across the globe. And I'm hearing many themes and trends around the topic of data. Companies want to be data driven. And yet when you talk to senior executives, I don't really understand what that means. And even more so, what is the path in terms of how to get there? What capabilities does their organization need in order to become data-driven? I see that there's opportunities for the power of data in running businesses. So meaning there's power in data in driving more efficient operations. There's power in data to become more insightful in making business decisions. There's power in data to reduce costs and to save costs in terms of resourcing. There's power in data in terms of adhering to the regulations and supporting the government requirements around how data is to be used by these businesses. But in many cases, they lack senior executives. They lack these capabilities, they lack a foundation, and that then leads to a lack of trust. So even if they have the data, they don't trust that it's high quality, accurate, and fit for the business. And so companies today are also looking outside of their walls to find data from other places, third-party data, marketplace data, and they're bringing in that data in order to be able to drive business insights. And yet I still see quite a lot of challenges and struggles. I see that even if they had a data strategy or some data activities in place, given where we are today in the world, things have changed dramatically. And so the need to be able to pivot and shift and adjust that strategy to meet today's world and to be able to predict the future world. But beyond all that, in the work that I do with senior level executives in business, I really think the power in data is about data for good. And this is where we have an opportunity to see how data can help improve people's lives, where data can help find cures for diseases, where data can help track infections, where data can help to define research. And that to me is quite a bit more important and more powerful than simply data for running a business, but it shows that data can have an impact on all of us in our society, in how we live, and the opportunities for us to stay healthy, and the opportunities for us to connect and communicate with each other. And so I really liked Lisa's point about the importance of bringing in different voices. I talk to people about data voices, meaning that we all have different points of views, we all have different background, we all have a voice. And so beyond just using data, we need to use our voices, and we need to be able to express ourselves to help ensure that the data that we use and collect and analyze can be turned into results and can be used in terms of solving problems. I think that's really where the power of data is in fact-based resolutions and finding answers and solving problems in a way that brings justification and a way that is embraced by different views, different voices. And that gives us a chance, for those of us that work in data, that gives us a chance to be very creative, to create different opportunities, to create ways to look at a problem in different ways, not just based on the data, but based on our own experiences, based on our culture, based on our values, based on our points of view. And that's really powerful when you bring all of that together, when you have the data foundation, but yet you also have personal experience on top of that, that's where you can really drive and solve problems and drive results. And what does this mean for Nepalese women? Well, I think in my experience that this is where women can excel. We're great at solving problems. We're great at multitasking. We're great at bringing creativity to solutioning. And I think this is really an opportunity for all of us to realize that we have an opportunity to demonstrate where women's place is in the world of data. And it is just that. It is our ability to solve problems, to be creative, to bring our differences, and to be a strong voice. But in reality, I'm not sure there are all those opportunities available. So it's up to us to help drive those opportunities. And it's up to us to ensure that we find places for women. So for women who are in the senior positions, the request and the demand and the ask is to hire more women, to mentor women, to bring up the skills of women. And we've got great programming around the world. In Nepal, you've got women in data opportunities galore. You've got the chance to develop skills, to network with each other, to find mentors, to get sponsors, to look for job opportunities. There are lots of organizations to support doing that. I think it's really just a matter of helping coach and incent women to look for those kinds of opportunities and to encourage them that there's a place for women in data and that they will have the chance to excel and they will have the chance to bring their point of view and their background to the various opportunities and positions in data. And there's room for everyone. There's opportunities for people who are interested in doing data analysis, data governance, data quality management, data culture, and data literacy. There are many different types of opportunities in the field of data that are available. There's also educational opportunities for those who want to give back and teach others the concepts of data strategy and data management. There are those who are interested and strong in math, who can do well in data science and programming languages. So it's not even just about coding and technology. There are many other opportunities in the field of data where women can excel. So I encourage you to think about those types of positions. And if you don't see a position, then consider creating a position. I think we have an opportunity here. The field of data management is still so very new. We have an opportunity to create positions, to be able to shape the opportunities, to be able to shape our careers in a way in which we think is going to add value, whether it's in business, government, private sector, public sector, technology, otherwise. Data is available and is accessible across all these various industries. So the walls and the opportunities are open for us. I think it's a matter of us being creative in how we approach it, and then us being able to support each other once we're there. So I thank you for your time today. I hope you have a great conference. I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to speak to you. I encourage you to look for the various resources that are available to you. You'll learn throughout the time today of where to go and access that information. But I challenge you too as well to think about where your place is in the field of data. And if you're unsure, to find a mentor, a sponsor, and someone can help guide you. And as I said, there's lots of information out there. So you have quite an open door for you to do what it is that you want to do. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Tina, for that interesting insight. So with this, now we